made money, you hit the public with a startling new product.
There's two of these dummies.
Yeah, well, one will do. Hey, what do you reckon we call this marketing initiative? Steal of the seasons? Sale of the decade?
How about rip-off of the century?
The spirit of enterprise. I like it. I like it.
This is your lucky day, sir. The first person to buy one of our special offer pants and shirt combinations gets a free esky thrown in. And if you take a pair of sunglasses as well...
Do I look like a day tripper?
Why, it's Stanley! Stanley Bunkhouse as I live and breathe.
Old Charlie.
Not so much of the old. What are you doing back here?
Looking up Helen Jones. She's still around?
Yeah, she's still around running the crane boat down the jetty.
Catch up with you then.
You betcha.
See you, Sonny.
Sonny.
Heard you being interviewed on the radio. One of the best cray seasons on record. Licensed to print money.
The interviewer said that, not me. Does it look that easy?
Well, you know what they say, Helen. Where there's dirt, there's dollars.
Helen? It is two.
I don't believe it!
Ah!
Oh, just look at you! Oh, if you'd warned me you were coming, Stanley.
No phone, no address. All I had to go on was your voice on the airwaves.
Oh, that's silly nonsense. Oh, I must smell awful.
The sweet smell of success.
Oh, this is my niece, Julie. She lives with me. Julie, this is Stanley Bunkhouse. We once gave it a bit of a whirl together when we were young and fancy-free.
Hi there, kiddo. Are you the captain of the lugger?
Oh, Julie can do everything. I couldn't operate the show without her. Hey, how about a cuppa back at my place? You can tell me what you've been up to the last 20 years.
Great.
I'll leave the rest to you, Julie.
Hello.
Hello, handsome.
Nice day.
Didn't fool you, did we?
Course not. Realistic, though.
Really good gear for beaches. And a special discount for locals.
I'm far too busy to spend time on the beach. Goodbye, Calvin. Spurn spies ogle ons. Despite the end of the Cold War, Australia still has an estimated 150 foreign operatives involved in secret activities here, says the Director of Internal Security.
Straight from the horse's mouth, eh?
I'm trying to make a point, sir. We can't relax our vigilance.
But realistically, how many are going to make their way to the West Coast?
They could be active at any time, in any place, in any disguise.
Be easy to disguise yourself on Cersei Island. Just dress like the flaming tourists.
Thanks, Susan.
You know, she has a very good point there, sir.
And you read people's fortunes from these charts.
The charts tell you the exact positions of the signs of the zodiac at the time of your birth. Your ascendancy sign describes your temperament.
My. How terrifically fascinating. You must be very clever to know so much about all these mysterious things.
It's really quite simple once you know how. When were you born?
Hey, they're playing our song.
I think I'll keep that state secret under my hat. A budding Nostradamus, eh, Helen? I think I'll take her on as my investment advisor. Imagine being able to predict what's going to happen on the stock market.
Would you mind opening this, Stanley? Julie, there's some nibblies in the pantry. Would you mind?
When's the last bus to the mainland?
Does it matter? You can always bunk on the sofa.
Oh, I don't want to be a nuisance.
Don't be silly. This is a wonderful surprise.
What?
I've managed to get my boat grease all over you.
If you're still trying to clean up my act, you've got no chance.
To a happy reunion.
Yeah. Cheers.
Remember the time you took Charlie's boat and took day trippers around the island?
I only borrowed it. He chased me along the beach for about 3 miles.
No, Helen's is Venus, 4th house, square Jupiter. You may be deceived by some man. Take care to avoid the joker with the smooth tongue.
those people leaving the shop, they seem all right to you?
Nothing wrong with their money.
Nothing unusual about them, just normal day trippers?
Seemed okay to me. But then, you never know these days, do you?
No.
Appearances can be so deceptive.
Could I borrow this for just a little while? Can't give you any details, but it's in the interests of national security.
Can't argue against that.
You're going to find I'm much better at eating them than catching them.
If I catch you nibbling one of my crays, I'm going to chuck you overboard.
It's a lovely day for a swim. Good grief. They look like they were made for each other.
You always were such a card.
Kissing and cuddling? You never told us your aunt had a boyfriend. Wedding bells. You said your aunt told you she was never going to get married.
I don't believe this. You're making it up.
No, she's not. I saw them too.
He said, we're made for each other.
A marriage made in heaven.
Ordinary sunglasses? Think again. They could be infrared lenses functioning as night scopes. Derek, what's this?
Just an ordinary umbrella.
Wrong. Turned inside out. This is a satellite dish. Used for receiving signals from that high-powered radio. A common day tripper? What's in this?
Tinnies?
What we have here is a superbly equipped, highly trained, potentially lethal enemy agent who could be infiltrating our strategic area even as we speak.
So what's so bad about this bloke anyway?
Wait till you meet him. So smooth and smarmy and yucky. My, how terrifically fascinating, Nostradamus. Yuck.
So what brought him here?
You tell me.
Maybe he's been searching for her for years, all over the world, like in that movie.
There.
They're down below in the cabin.
There is no down below in a cray boat.
Helen's having a fantastic season. He heard that interview with her on the radio. That's it. He's after Helen's money. There they are.
I'd chuck you in if you touch my crays.
Winked at me.
He's got to be stopped, Sally. He's just got to be stopped. But you can't stop love. It's the most powerful thing in the world. And if romance is in a horoscope... Not her horoscope, mine. Remember? You may be deceived by some man. Avoid the joker with the smooth tongue.
That smarmy creeps out to destroy us.
My accountant's tearing his hair out. He says it's the worst bookkeeping he's ever come across.
It's important to keep proper business records, Helen. I'll give you a hand if you like.
Oh, Stanley, I'd really appreciate it. Julie?
I need to speak to you about something.
Well,
Privately.
what's it about?
It's about school.
Then speak. Julie? Kids.
When's your birthday?
1st of November.
Do you know what time you were born?
Lunchtime. Gave my dad time to get to the Melbourne Cup. He did his dough on rising fast and we ended up here.
1st of November.
And you'll see why a significant injection of capital would have a dramatic impact. As usual, it all comes down to money.
Lovely day for the day trippers. Better brace ourselves for the invasion.
Why does Gramps want me to do this all over again? What happened to the other one?
Hermes and Darkus borrowed it. You know why? He wanted to show his security staff how day trippers can look like dangerous spies in disguise.
Sure.
No, really. The esky could be used for carrying surveillance equipment like binoculars and walkie-talkies and a camera and a tank. Hey, top secret.
Hello, Sonny. Looks like you're the boss around here.
No, I only work here on weekends and after school.
Good. Let's see how you go. I'm in the market for some casual beachwear.
Well, we've got a special offer on at the moment. For just $70, you can go walking out of this store looking like this dork.
Now that's a salesman talking.
Psst, Sally. He's in there. So, I'm tailing him. As soon as I've got enough evidence against him, I'm gonna make Helen realise she's about to be swallowed up by a great white shark. You could destroy her future happiness with that creep. All he cares about is money. His chart says he's greedy and fickle and untrustworthy. Better go buy a harpoon to kill the great white shark. Rat poison, more like it. You gonna poison him?
Castor oil? Got a problem with your guts?
No, but I know someone who's gonna have the screaming squidders all the way back to the mainland.
Who?
Hi, kiddo. My, what a terrifically fascinating, brilliant young lady you are.
He just bought a whole lot of stuff and put it on your aunt's account.
See? He's a crook, a deceiver.
How are you going to get him to take the castor oil?
I'm cooking dinner tonight. He's gonna get dosed up without even knowing it. What's wrong with that?
I've got a much better idea.
Enemy agent, eh? What does he look like? I suppose you're going to tell me he's a sinister-looking character with a foreign accent, snooping around with a spy camera and a trench coat.
Not really, no. This fella looks just like any old day tripper. Over from the mainland for a spot of fishing.
A day tripper?
Yeah, you know. Bright yellow pants, Cersei Island t-shirt, you know, the pink one. Yeah, and very heavy-looking esky.
Which way did he go?
Towards the beach. The jetty, I guess. To fool us into thinking he was another fisherman.
Looking for your boat, Julie? There she goes.
He's taken my boat. Hey, you! Come back with my boat! Ugh!
Apparently your aunt told him it'd be quite in order.
I'll take it from here, kids. All right. You can't fool me with that disguise.
No, not him. Out there.
Out where?
Out.
I'm going to have you up on this. It's a federal offence to make a mockery of a federal security agent whilst discharging his...
He was here. He took Julie's boat. Ask Mr. Spratford. You saw him take Julie's boat, didn't you?
Name's Stanley Bunkhouse. Charming fella. Old mate of Helen's.
You haven't heard the last of this.
Thanks a lot, Calvin. But if you have any more genius ideas, I'd rather you kept them to yourself.
Okay, Andarkus. You asked for it.
Flathead to base. Flathead to base.
You keep watch.
He was out there. He took a mobile phone out of the esky. So where is he then? Where's the boat? You said it was anchored. Oh, it must have gone back to the jetty. Oh. The jetty! Get in! Got them now. We have 2 spies cornered on the jetty. Roger. Closing in. Gotcha! Hey, leave that alone. I know what you've got in here.
My fish. That's the only fish we got all day.
Mr. Andarkus. What happened to you this morning? I needed you on the boat. Oh, I know. Your dinghy. Well, we couldn't find you to ask you, and I told Stanley I was sure you wouldn't mind.
It's not the dinghy. It's him, Stanley Bunkhouse.
What about him?
He's a crook. He's going to rob you blind and you're too lovesick to see it.
Stanley, are you crazy?
Mooling and drooling over each other all over the place. He's deceiving you. Us. He's only interested in your money.
Stanley is not a crook.
Okay, marry him then and just see what happens.
How can I marry him when he's already got a wife?
Oh, what now?
Excuse me, I wonder if you can help me. I was supposed to meet someone here about half an hour ago. He's always so punctual. I hope nothing's happened to him.
He's visiting the island.
Oh, yes. In fact, he said he was going out in a boat. That's why I'm getting a little anxious.
Oh, when was the last time you heard from him?
About 11. He said he was on the water.
He called you from out in the water?
Yes, on his mobile phone.
Hop in.
You're going to help me find him? Oh, thank you.
He heard me being interviewed on the radio, and that's how he knew where to find me.
All he talks about is money.
He thought I might be interested in a business venture. It sounds interesting, and it could be very worthwhile.
He's bought a whole lot of stuff from the store and put it on your account.
I told him he could. He's going to pay me back as soon as his wife gets here.
Are you sure he's married?
He's asked her to join us for a late lunch, so if you don't believe me, let's go and find him. Come on.
So, why didn't you tell me he was your husband?
We just got married. I keep forgetting.
You'll have to do a lot better than that, I'm afraid.
Hello. Could you give the number for Sea Rescue, please? Yes, it's rather urgent.
Let's get back to this so-called friend that your so-called husband is supposed to be visiting.
Bunkhouse?
Yes.
Sea Rescue just called. They've dropped your husband off at Helen Jones's place.
That's it. Her name is Helen Jones. She and Stanley used to go out together.
go, Stanley, and good luck.
You won't be sorry, Helen.
My accountant agrees. A very sensible investment.
Lovely to meet you, Helen. And thank you for a wonderful day.
Come over whenever you feel like it. You'll always be welcome.
Thank you.
It's been great to see you again. By the way, what did my horoscope have to say?
Success in matters concerned with business transactions.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
Bye-bye, Stanley.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, love. I should have realized how things might have looked to you.
And I jumped, leaped in fact to conclusions. The wrong ones.
Just get out. No more. Of course not. Back to the shop front window for you.
Now there's a marriage made in heaven.